I have shown you guys a lot of model railroads. But clearly, there's plenty more to see, which means it's time for another virtual model railroad show. Hey everybody, I'm Jimmy. I'm drinking a local blend today that I ground the beans myself, as always black with 2 sugars, and this is Coffee and Trains.
This video is brought to you with support from my patrons on Patreon. These videos would not be possible without them, and if you'd like to join the Patreon community, you can follow the link in the description below and join for as little as $1 a month.
I've got a whole slew of model railroads to show you guys, and we're going to jump right in with Ryan Saloy. He sent me all of this right here. Looks really cool. Now this is a little bit different than a lot of stuff that I show you guys. Now, he's got a lot of different things right here. He actually has mixed scales, if you can tell right here. He has some Lionel with some O scale and some Kato with some N scale. And you can see that he has done printed out buildings as well as backdrops. Now this is a very budget friendly way to do model railroad scenery, and you'll see that he's done his roads this way. He's done all sorts of parking lots. He still has some buildings here, but this is a great way if you're looking to be very budget conscious and you're just trying to get trains running and you want some stuff to cool to run around them. This is a great way to do it and get started. And there are people who do amazing things with cardstock buildings and things like that. Also, I love that Southern Pacific right there. Next up, we have Anthony Proctor from Australia, and he has a pretty unique railroad. This is his 5th railroad that he has built, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. It is a theme park railroad, and this is just so cool. I've actually never really gotten to really look at one of these. I know I've seen people do some elements of like a county fair where they had an N-scale train running and things like that, but I've never seen a full-blown theme park model railroad. Obviously there's the Disney World set and things like that that are big collector's items, but I really love this idea. I think it's a really unique take on a model railroad. It's an HO scale, and you can see this has a lot of cool things. This gives you an opportunity to model things that you typically wouldn't. You can mix and match eras and things like that and not have it be out of place. You can see he's even got some penguins right there. So a lot of cool stuff from Anthony Proctor right here. Thank you so much for sending this in. Next up we have Mark L, and what he has here is his 2.5 by 7 foot N-scale layout with the New York Central, which you guys know is near and dear to my heart. And I think that this looks absolutely fantastic. I still can't believe that this is N-scale. I think he did a really good job with it. That previous photo made me think it was HO scale, but he's been working on this one. This is his complete one. He's also working on one with his son for an HO scale, but I really love the photos that he has sent in. These are some photos of some of the rocks that he's done based on a tutorial that I did. I'll link that at the end. And these are some of the rocks that he has done. So I absolutely love this layout, not just because it's New York Central. That's a beautiful job on that engine. So great job, Mark. Really love this. Next up, we've got another Australians. You guys are taking over Coffee and Trains right now. We have James Stanford, and he actually has several photos of several micro layouts that he has built. And all these are less than 4 square feet. They're all in HO scale. And I really love, the thing I love about micro layouts is you can really focus on the detail. And you can really get a lot of detail in there. So you don't have to worry as much about building a huge area and getting overwhelmed. And these, I just love the detail around the track. I love all the plants. When you're modeling more tropical plants like that, you definitely got to pay attention to more detail. It looks really great. I also love these little locomotives and everything. So great job, James. I really love these, especially for being less than 4 square feet. That kind of took me for a little bit right there. Before we get to our final layout, let's talk about some of the coffees that you guys are drinking. Gary Holshoff says that he's drinking Nespresso Intenso Blend. Let's see here. John Overman says that he is drinking 7-Eleven Breakfast Blend with hazelnut creamer. I know that coffee very well. Let's see here. What else do we have here? Tony Vink says that he is drinking Folgers from Costco. Nothing special, but I am cheap. There is nothing wrong with Folgers. I love a good cup of Folgers. So let's get on to our last layout, the one you guys saw at the very beginning. This is from Forever DC 302, and it is so freaking cool. Now, this is HO scale. I know we've all seen the G scale layouts running in the snow, but this is the first time that at least I personally have seen an HO scale layout running in the snow with a snowplow functioning as it would in the real world. Now, obviously, there's not a ton of snow here, but this is just so cool. It looks like he's running it on a tabletop outside, but the fact that it all runs and it all works and it's just so cool. I love when people do this kind of stuff. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, we can all build our layouts, but sometimes it's just fun to try crazy stuff like this. So thank you so much for sending this in. I can't get over the fact that it runs so well in that snow. So I would not be this brave at all to take my non-outdoor trains out in the snow. If you want your layout to be featured on the Virtual Model Railroad show, you can send me an email with some photos and some video maybe to the email in the description below. You can tell me what kind of coffees you're drinking by leaving a comment below. And thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, drink some coffee, and happy railroading.